down, getting that treatment, but it's been a really good first half from a City perspective. Controlled the possession, patient with that control, bringing youngsters in. We've seen some drive and runs, some good triangles, and they managed to keep control. Jack Grealish not happy, but the story of that first half, I know there's a little bit of a problem now, was all about MICAH Hamilton.
Well, it was one of those moments that you hoped would come when you saw he was named in the lineup. MICAH Hamilton named in the starting lineup, his first ever City appearance. And what does he do? He scores the goal that separates the two sides at half-time. It is Red Star Belgrade 0, City 1 here in Belgrade. Well, let's go back to the studio where we can join two players who, of course, were former City Academy graduates in Nedum Onuoha and Shaun Wright-Phillips, and another who had to go through the ranks of other teams before they became City player, David James, and they're both alongside Natalie Pike.
Poor Jamie.
Thank you so much to Alistair Mann and to Michael Brown for the brilliant first half commentary. Love that.
You know, he had to go through other places before he got here. But, you know, he got here in the end.
Yeah, but you missed one vital point, that my academy...
Were you pointed?
My academy at Watford beat City's academy in the FA Youth Cup final. Anyway.
This is technically true.
Thank you for joining us on Matchday Live. Again, City lead Red Star Belgrade 1-0 at the break. And it was a goal for the debutant. MICAH Hamilton, making his debut for City this evening, has scored. What a dream story. The moment that I think we were all hoping for. He joined City's academies at the under-9s and has worked his way through the ranks, including, you will now see a picture that is doing the rounds on social media of 6 years ago when he was a ball boy. And it is a picture of him and Pep speaking to him as a ball boy. I think he was saying, hurry up, get the ball back to them, get the ball back to them quicker. That was 6 years ago. And tonight he started in the Champions League and he has scored. I mean, from a man that came through the academy himself and was a ball boy.
Listen, I can do part of that story. I just never played in the Champions League. But, you know, so it took me 3 years to score my first goal, but that's an amazing moment. I think to see him in the starting 11, because I think it was the game against Young Boys, he was on the bench for the first time. I remember the sense of excitement. Oh, MICAH Hamilton, he scored. Here's his story. And now he's persisted. He's starting in Belgrade for obviously a tough game. But then he's isolated the defender for that goal. Great little turn of feet. He sort of did him twice as well. Little fake one time onto his right, faked him again. Great strike, great moment. Knee slide celebration, because it's always nice to see what the celebration is going to be. And yeah, it's a moment he's never going to forget, but hopefully the start of many more to come.
And he did so well, like Nedum was saying there, Shaun. He held his line so tight. They did a VAR check and we were all keeping our fingers crossed, but he nailed it, didn't he? Held it to the last second.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. And if you've been watching him the whole game, he's been hanging out there waiting for the ball to come at him. He's made the right decisions at the right time. And I think he was waiting for that specific decision to get that guy one-on-one. And like Nedum said, he did the first shimmy. And I think the defender kind of stayed with him, so he gave him it again to get that extra yard and just let fire, just hit the target. And that's what you got to do as an attacking player, work the keeper. And and it ended up in the back of the net. So for me, so far, he's got what he deserves in this game.
And he worked the keeper, bring in David James.
I don't think he worked the keeper, he just smashed it past him. It was... I mean, I felt for the keeper a little bit because... And we were kind of... I made reference to it because... The ball was hit that hard, you end up kind of diving after the ball's gone past you. And like you said, when you've done it a couple of dummies, I think that included a bit of the keeper. I mean, it was a wonderful, wonderful moment. The sports science, strength and conditioning guy at the Red Star will be sacked now because that guy's glutes were a little bit too big.
For the offside, you mean?
For the offside.
Yeah, for the offside. Is that completely out of context? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, sorry. The way that the image was shown on the screen, it was like...
Yeah, that is his glute that played him on side.
The squats had made him a bit bigger, but it was... I mean, this is what I love about seeing these young players come in this City side. They do things so naturally that you understand why Pep puts them in there, because it doesn't look like they, even though we're talking about nerves, it's almost like the nerves are, you know, that's part of the deal, but you just go out and do what you do, and superb.
In terms of the formation tonight as well, we guessed it pretty well, yeah?
Did we?
I think we did.
Which bit?
We had Oscar Bob as the false 9. We had MICAH out on the right. We had Jack out on the left.
Yes.
That was right.
Yes.
We had Calvin Phillips in the Rodri role.
Yes.
And we had Nunez and Kovacic ahead of him.
Mostly right, yeah. Mostly
Yeah.
right. But it was the two
There's
fullbacks coming in.
Yeah, there's a lot of rotation there
Yeah.
as well. But I think what we said was if City have possession, then everyone's going to be rotating anyway. So
Yeah.
John Stones hasn't gone past halfway line yet.
He has not. Neither has Akanji, the two people that have done it more recently. But, you know,
Okay.
It's a nice, quiet
Pep's
game.
predictable now. We've figured it out. It's easier.
Predictable. What are Gomez and Rico doing, Shaun?
Just in a way helping Calvin in that midfield area, especially if the ball breaks down or if it doesn't. At least there's more passing options, and it seems to be working at the minute. We've been caught a few times with the straight ball into Oscar's feet because he's not as physically strong as, say, a Haaland or even Jack. So, but other than that, I think City's played really well in terms of keeping possession of the ball, trying to play at their tempo, not getting sucked into playing a Belgrade way in the out-and-out attack. So that's what they need to keep it like, especially at that place.
So an incredible first half, especially for MICAH Hamilton, debut goal for City in the Champions League. Absolutely thrilled for him and his entire family. So pre-match we saw that FG and Paul Dickov met a few locals to find out a little bit more about the links between British fashion and Serbian football culture. Well, we couldn't send them into a clothes shop and not basically just have a montage of them trying on clothes. So let's have a look.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Paul. Nice to meet you.
Hi, well, nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
Manchester.
You're from Manchester? No way, mate.
Wait, what?
What are you wearing, man? Wait a second. I will give you something.
I thought I looked pretty good, to be fair.
This for you.
Oh.
And this is for you.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking good now, and so is Mr. Paul Dickov. So talk to us then. Talk to us about the fashion here in Belgrade.
The fashion in Belgrade is really specific in the football fans because we are loving football, we love beer, we love fish and chips, and we really love to look great on the stadium, on the pub, with our friends when we watch the game. Serbs are really specific about the fashion. We love the fashion, and if you like the football, the casual fashion is for you.
Well, they absolutely love the fashion, and so do we, don't we, Paul?
Look, Manchester fans and football fans in general, fashion culture is a big part of it. Although looking at our studio guests back in the studio, you might not think so. Have you got any advice for them?
Yes, we have. Can we go upstairs and I will show you something more cool?
FG, look, there's a Shaun Wright-Phillips size telephone box. FG's just on his hamstring again.
I don't think I'm used to stairs, but what I am used to is a bit of terrace court from our very own Big Steve. The question I've got is, where did it all begin? Where did the casual story of this store and fashion in general begin for you guys?
For our generation, all started with the British movies, Football Factory and Green Street Hooligans, and try to make that happen here in Serbia. We don't have money for the Stone and the CP, and we get some alternatives for cheaper brands, and go to pub, come to the stadium, eating, supporting our favorite clubs, and we will try to live that
lifestyle.
English life here in Belgrade.
I absolutely love that. That's incredible.
That's brilliant that the football culture, the fashion culture back home in the UK has had a massive influence on you here in Belgrade. Do you do extra small for one of our studio guests, Shaun Wright-Phillips? He's only like that size, bless him.
We will try to find something.
I need something really bright, really bright for David James, I think. We need something like yellow. We also need some socks, because he wears white socks as well.
Oh, we have good socks in the shop.
Yeah, but not white ones, right?
No.
We don't wear white socks.
No.
You've heard it here from the store owners themselves. Should we have a look round and do some shopping? Lovely little bag there as well. It's a normal size bag, or as Shaun Wright-Phillips knows it, it's a handbag.
It's a suitcase.
It's a suitcase for SWP.
Little bucket hats, Manchester.
You're now a real Manchester.
Is Mancunian. This is what it is about the bucket hats. Oh, work it, Paul.
That was my hard look.
I feel like Natalie would wear something like this. Do you reckon, Paul? What about this, Paul? Do you reckon anyone would wear this in the studio? There you have it.
Who's having it? Who's having it?
You right, mate?
There's not a lot in there, mate.
I've got myself some lovely terrace coat gloves, which I'm going to wear on the Matchday live show at the stadium. Take them with me. We've missed out one person in the studio, and that is Nedum. To be honest with you, I feel like the wardrobe needs a little bit of brightening up.
He needs to brighten up a little bit, I think.
I only ever see him wearing all black. What about this, Nedum? What about a lovely
I think a bit,
piece of Stone Island?
I think a bit of orange. Yeah, 100%.
Get yourself to Belgrade and purchase something brighter, Nedum.
There is one other person alongside D squared. Stone Islands is one of his.
I know, and we have one gift for him. Give this to Pep Guardiola.
Oh wow, fantastic! He'll love that. Thank you. Don't tell Pep I'm keeping this.
Well, what a lovely day it's been here at Casual Beauty. Of course, I have to buy these amazing gloves. Thank you so much. There you are. Thank you very much. Good deal.
Amazing.
And we look drippy too.
We look absolutely sensational.
Well, that's for me. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Ivan, thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you.
I've got terrace coat to keep my hands warm. See you guys soon. We're going.
See you later.
FG and Paul Dickoff predicting that Nedum Onuoha would be in all black.
Get used to it. Man, I wear black, you know what I mean? This is what it is.
Fancy getting an orange t-shirt?
Absolutely not. And I don't really need to travel that far to change it up. So Manchester's a nice city. I'll get some stuff there.
I don't know why you were getting totally hammered. What have you done to offend the two of those?
I've not got a clue, but no doubt I'm going to find out at some point.
And poor you, David. They didn't even look for anything for you.
No,
Yeah.
they did. They was talking about his socks.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
them.
Don't zoom in on his socks. Do not zoom in on his socks.
Okay.
Whoever's producing,
Socks.
do not zoom in on his socks.
That's like reverse psychology
They're kind of city colours.
Okay. And I was getting a stripy t-shirt. Thanks so much to FG and to Paul Dickoff. I love these little videos that they do when they're out there. Right, we also love Mystery Blue. You've had 2 clues so far. We're going to give you clue number 3 now. So here we go, a little recap. So this former Blue made his debut for City in a Champions League game at the Bernabeu. This former Blue was named the club's Young Player of the Year in his first season. This former Blue came through the academy of Red Star's fierce rivals. I think I got it. We were chatting. I think I said it before. Now I've seen that, I definitely think I got it.
Did you even say yours? I didn't hear you saying it.
I said two names before, and I said
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't hear either.
Yeah.
We'll reveal the answer at full time, but I think I know it. I don't think I've not heard any of you say it.
I got it wrong. Mine's is wrong.
So you think you're right, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Tell the people then?
No, because
the
people are
people?
still going to be guessing.
No, but if it's, you know what I mean?
People are still going to be guessing, though.
Okay, fine.
So it's not Phil Foden?
It's not Phil Foden, no.
No, he wasn't in Partisans.
Yeah, but it was until that clue. Wasn't it?
I think it is a striker, that's what I'll say. I think it is a young striker that came to us and had a cracking first season.
That's you just give them a fourth hint.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the answer is. I'd be totally wrong. That's just my guess. Okay, apparently it was a centre-back, so I'm wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think you're thinking of Jovetic, aren't you?
Yeah, I thought it was Jovetic.
But he's from Montenegro as well, and I think he came through there.
I think he came through, yeah. Okay.
It's a different country, but...
No, I think...
Oh, interesting. Anyway.
Maybe.
Right, hold on. I'm going to be...
I know who you're thinking of, but you said the wrong name.
Okay. Do you?
Yes, I know who you think.
Okay, while I Google and find out where Stefan Jovetic played for, what sort of second half are you expecting, Nedum?
I think as far as like Red Star go, you've got 45 minutes left in the competition. Like, go and try and give the fans something to sort of celebrate. Because I thought overall, they were aggressive in midfield, but at the back, I thought they gave too much space to City's attackers. I think MICAH's probably thinking, well, this is easy, this game. I think for...
Easy what? 1 shot, 1 goal, 20 minutes
One
on
shot,
your debut.
1 shot, 1 goal, nobody's really mowed you down. Because I thought before the game, we never really got to it. I'm sure you guys might be the same. If you see a new player coming in to play in a side, you try and make it as uncomfortable for them as possible.
Yeah.
But it's been the opposite. So I think they're probably going to try and raise the stakes a little bit second half, really go for it. And maybe it'll be tough for City, but they might create some space as well. So I think it's going to be a good second half.
Stefan Jovetic did play for Partizan Belgrade.
Did he go through their academy?
I don't know. He joined in 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe did actually. Yeah.
Thank you. And he played 51 times for
needed to-
Partizan Belgrade.
It's still wrong now, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
She's just
It's still wrong.
I'm
But
fuming.
she's loud and wrong now. That's the difference.
I'm fuming. I was close.
Yeah.
In terms of on the bench, there is other academy players. Do you think there's a chance that they might get on in the second half, David?
No.
Okay,
No.
thank you.
Well, no. I think there's an opportunity here for the young lads to see 90 minutes out. You say with Hamilton there, having literally one shot, and Shaun made a great point. He had a chance to try and do the same thing again, which wasn't on. And instead of trying to do it, he played the ball back out, read the game well, played well. I think what's been impressive is Ortega's positioning, long balls.
Well, we'll keep an eye on Ortega in the second half. The players are back out on the pitch. Get your full match commentary with Alistair Mann and Michael Brown on the Manchester City app now. We'll be back in 45 minutes where hopefully we'll be talking about an 100% perfect record for City in the group stages. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Natalie. Well, a change at the start of the second half. We'll see Phil Foden coming on. We spoke about Jack Grealish's issues with